Are you ready for a threesome? 3 minutes, 3 people. It's the threesome with Shaffee, El Jefe, and...
Jerry Cantrell. How are you?
I'm good.
Well, all of Atlanta is obviously very excited. You've got 2 dates coming up at the end of February. Both of them sold out at the Tabernacle. Congratulations on Black Gives Way to Blue. I can't think of too many bands that have gone through what you guys went through, taking 14 or so years off, of course, after the death of Layne Staley, settling on William DuVall, who's doing a terrific job. He's amazing. And coming back so many years later to such a well-received response.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique situation. We've been really fortunate to have it work out the way that it has. We've worked really hard, and we found still really care about making music. Obviously, we really care about each other and the fans that have supported us. So to be able to make that move takes not only us, but it takes a lot of people to make that a success. And it's been a really meaningful one.
Here's what I find really cool about you, Jerry, is that obviously, I mean, you're a badass rock star, and you've got so many connections with so many people, but you're a dude. You love football. I was just reading on ESPN.com that you're a fantasy football badass and that you're a Seahawks fan. So what do you think about Pete Carroll going to your Seahawks?
You know, as a Seahawks fan, it kind of concerns me a little bit. I really hope that it goes well, and obviously he has had a really great run at USC, but it really remains to be proved whether he's a solid coach in the NFL. It's my team, and he's my coach now, so I'm looking forward to it, but I would have liked to see him maybe look at a couple other candidates too, you know?
Yeah, I worry too, because it kind of seemed like he was getting out of Dodge, leaving USC to get up to, before the NCAA laid the hammer down, and now Kiffin's going to have to deal with that.
It didn't seem like Seattle took a ton of time in going through many candidates before getting Pete Carroll, but how long were you looking for a new singer for Alice in Chains, and tell me about what that process was like.
We didn't really hold auditions, and it wasn't like, let's get a game show winner and continue the band. It wasn't about that. We did a benefit show in Seattle to raise money for the victims of the tsunami in 2005, and that was a really meaningful thing for us, not only to play our music for the first time without Layne, but also to play that in our hometown and for our fans, and also to do it for something that had nothing to do with us. We just wanted to help out, and we were able to do that. And that kind of sparked the interest to play together again. So, William's a friend of mine that I've known for, almost 10 years. We've toured together, and he spent time playing with me on my last record, Degradation Trips. He said, hey, you want to come down and jam with the guys? And we started doing that, and we had a really good time, and it kind of organically grew from there. He's become a real valuable part of the team. I admire him for all the things that he's had to go through and achieve to be able to make this work. And I'm also really proud of the three of us for deciding to do that, doing all the work that entails.
Speaking with Jerry Cantrell, Alice in Chains, so I said I'd never do this, and that's watch one of those VH1 reality shows. I got suckered in because Dennis Rodman is on Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew. Lo and behold, there's Mike Starr, of course, former bassist for Alice in Chains. Have you talked to Mike at all? Have you seen what he's going through? Could you even watch something like that to see a buddy fighting demons in that way?
Well, I haven't seen the show, and we, of course, always wish the best for Mike. Addiction is no joke, and we know that firsthand. We lost a good friend of ours to that as well, and Mike deserves a better life. And that particular show, I think it's a real travesty and a shame to put people in a really vulnerable situation like that and make it entertainment for people to see, because it's just kind of disgusting to me, actually. It's not something I back. I totally back Mike, and I back his effort to get clean and remain somebody that I and the band really care about. He's a friend of ours, we wish him the best, but that show is not really cool.
On a brighter note, Alice in Chains version 2.0, you guys are here. You sold out 2 shows in Atlanta. You're going to be at the Tabernacle. We are so incredibly excited to have you coming to town.
Oh, thank you, man. We'll be there.
We'll see you in Atlanta. Thank you so much, Mr. Cantrell.
No problem.
Shaffee and El Jefe, a threesome.